Hello, I'm back again. So now I'm doing the second video for today, section 2.4. That's on writing equations of lines. Very simple. So we talked about how to graph lines. Now we're going to write the equations for them. I'm going to do a few examples, and we're going to work out each one. And I think in this case I'll type them up. So example number 1, write the equation. Actually, let me backtrack. For number 1 through 4, write the equation of a line with the following properties. So number 1, slope is 2 and passes and y-intercept of 3. Number 2, slope is -4 and passes through 2, 4. Number 3, passes through -1, -3 and 3, 5. And number 4, perpendicular to 2, 0 and passes. Okay, that just made no sense. Sorry about that. Pass perpendicular to 2x minus y equals 5 and passes through, we'll say, 2, 0. So these are examples we're going to work out today. Starting with number 1. So you always want to begin this way. So y minus 3 equals 2x minus 0. Let me explain what I did. Remember, m is slope, x1, y1 represent a point on the line. Now when b equals 3, because remember that's a y-intercept, that means you have 0, 3. That explains why I plug in 3 for y1 and 0 for x1. When we work it out, y minus 3 equals 2x, y equals 2x plus 3. Now I could have just used the slope-intercept form, which we talked about up here, and just substitute for m and b right away. But I want to be consistent with all the examples we do, and point slope form, that's what this is, point slope form will be actually a good way to go. And actually this is a technique used very often in pre-calculus and calculus A, B, or BC, so I want to get you in the habit of using that. Number 2. Okay, slope is -4 and passes through 2, 4. So more of the same thing. Okay, terrible short-term memory. There we go. Slope's negative 4, passes to 2, 4. Negative 4x plus 8, y minus 4. Remember, I put in 2 and 4 for x1 and y1. Negative 4x plus 12. So that's how number 2 is done. Number 3 is going to pass through 2 points. So pass through negative 1, negative 3, and 3, 5. Unfortunately, you don't have the slope explicitly told to you, so you're going to must calculate it. And we did this when we reviewed 2.2 in our last class meeting. So 5 minus negative 3 over 3 minus negative 1. 8 over 4, which is 2. Then we'll use point slope formula. There's actually going to be 2 options. I could use this point or that point. It doesn't matter. You can use any one you like. Let's use 3, 5, because the more negatives there are, the more confusing it could be. So y minus 5 equals 2x minus 3. Y minus 5 equals 2x minus 6. Y should equal 2x minus 1. And you can always double check by plugging in the other point. Negative 1, negative 3. And it will work out, because 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. It works out. Lastly, number 4. I want to make sure you guys can see how that one works. So what we do here is we have to take this line and get that in slope-intercept form. So define slope, convert 2x minus y equals 5 to slope, intercept, form. See, right now it's not in slope-intercept form. In fact, this is called standard form, which is known as ax plus by equals c. That's called standard form. So what we do is we say negative y equals negative 2x plus 5, divide by negative 1, so m equals 2. But the perpendicular slope is negative 1/2. Remember, we need the opposite reciprocal or negative reciprocal, whatever you like to call it. So now I can use the slope, the point slope form. Okay, so the point was 2, 0. So y minus 0 equals negative 1/2 x minus 0. Okay, I just lost my mind. X minus 2. My apologies. So y is going to equal negative 1/2 x, and be careful, negative 1/2 times negative 2 is positive 1. So that line will be perpendicular to 2x minus y equals 5, and will pass through the point 2, 0. So that pretty much covers what I want to say about writing equations and lines, and we'll review this when we meet again tomorrow as a class. Okay, well, have fun answering the questions that come after the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.